Coming up next on the CHGO Cubs podcast, another loss to the Rockies. Nico, Bregman, and Dansby. Oh my. And Cabrera, a hand cramp. The therapists are in. CHGO's next. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? It's the CHGO Cubs podcast, presented by Bet365, where winning is everything, and Toyota. Let's go places. We are live from the Xfinity Loft in the West Loop of Chicago, 5-2. The Rockies beat your Chicago Cubs. This series is even. The Rockies on the verge of winning the season series against the Cubs. I don't even know what to say about this team. They were up 2-0, and then no more runs after the second inning. And it wasn't just downhill. It was downhill skiing. It was straight down, alpine skiing down the hill.
And
Luke Stuckmeyer, Justin Roman, Sarah running the ones and twos.
Hi. She's not saying it.
No,
she's not saying it.
Can't say it.
You guys know I'm super optimistic by nature. And literally I was thinking about this, like, what a horrible loss, and we'll dissect it, and we'll be your therapist for it. But let's not forget, yesterday, we won the game because the Colorado bullpen gifted it to us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
I know we were excited because the PCA cycle and walk-off straw was fun, but let's not get it twisted. The Rockies gifted last night to us. So you lose today, and you got a gift last night. Like, I'm with you, Luke. I don't know what to say, really. It's like one of those things where, you know, you felt pretty good the first couple innings, and you know, PCA's leadoff home run. Everyone's excited about that. You know, the guy's on fire. It's great. And then, again, I don't want to spill too much because we're going to dissect everything, but Cabrera, 9 up, 9 down. Everything's great until it wasn't. And I don't know. I'm at a loss right now. I think that my initial hot take is Dansby Swanson and Nico Hoerner look horrible, like horrible, where I honestly am calling for Craig Counsell tomorrow to start Matt Shaw and Pedro Ramirez up the middle. Like, just give both guys a break. Just let them both sit it out. Give the kids some play. They both, you know, looked pretty good today, actually, and it can't be worse, but really shake it up, because if we're being honest, today's lineup was very similar to last night's lineup, and it's just not going to cut it. They're not going to get out of it without a little bit of help and a little bit of shake-up and a little bit of reflection.
Listen, he's got to bench him.
Yeah.
He's got to bench him. I know they are two of your leaders. I know they are two guys that do everything right off the field. I know they are two guys that are part of your team moving forward, especially with the contracts. They can't be in the lineup tomorrow. Yeah. They cannot be in the lineup. Nico is down to 235 or 234, and Dansby has the worst batting average in the history of the Cubs.
And currently, of all qualified hitters in MLB, as of right now, the worst batting average of all of them.
It's not funny. It's not even laughable. You can't even chuckle at it. You know when they come up, it's an out. Bregman, our guy Brendan, the pitch doctor, Brendan Miller just put out the tweet earlier. Alex Bregman, the team leading 70 outs with runners in scoring position. Nearly half were strikeouts or pop-ups. For perspective, Joey Votto didn't hit a pop-up in 2010.
Wow.
Okay? And I know Joey Votto is good, but we just gave Bregman $175 million. He is totally lost at the plate. All three of those guys I mentioned, totally lost at the plate. Dansby doesn't seem like he even cares to be up there. And I know that's just because that's what we're thinking, because we know what the past results are, but you could tell the frustration is there. Last night, Nico swung at a ball. It was the worst swing we've ever seen.
Yeah.
From Nico Hoerner.
Yeah, that one at bat was horrible. And I'm really surprised. Joey Votto didn't hit a pop-up all year? That's insane.
For a whole season.
For a whole season?
It took him 6,289 plate appearances to pop up to first base.
Oh, to first base. Okay, that's different. My Lord.
I mean,
incredible.
But I mean, this is just so hard to watch.
Yeah.
Those three players all struggle at such a massive level, all at the same time.
And listen, I know, like, I don't want anybody to take a clip of what I'm saying to, like, I'm not saying bench them forever in favor of Pedro Ramirez.
But right now.
But, like, right now, they both look lost, and you're probably not going to do both at the same time. But tomorrow, one of those two guys has to be benched in favor of Pedro Ramirez. And fine, Ramirez did not get a hit today, but you know what? His at-bat looked full of energy. It was actually hit to the outfield. It was, we thought, possibly a home run. Fine, it goes down as it out in the book, but it was a competitive at-bat, and he swung at a good pitch, and he put a good swing into it. I haven't seen that type of swing and or result from Dansby or Nico in a very, very long time. So I'm not saying bench forever, but you got to shake it up. Putting out the same lineup over and over and over again is just not going to work right now. These guys are in a deep funk. I do believe they're going to get out of it, but, like, help the guys out a little bit. Sit one here, sit one there, put a young kid in there, put a young kid. Like, do something to help them snap out of it.
You're not going to bench Nico and Dansby on the same day.
I agree.
But alternate it, man. It's got to happen. Listen, it's supposed to rain a ton on Wednesday.
Yeah.
There might be a game starting, stopping. They might be sitting anyways. Just tell them first, right tonight, you're not playing. Just check yourself out. You're not going to pinch hit. I don't care what the situation is. You're not playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And let's move on. I mean, it's just both Bregman and Nico tapped the hat, and they were clear strikes. Like, they can't even tell what a strike is anymore.
Well, I told you.
That's how you know they're not seeing the ball well.
They're compounding mistakes.
Yes.
Like, they struck out looking, or they took a pitch that was a strike, and instead of just taking it like a man, no, it couldn't have been a strike. Well, no, it was a strike. And I saw Gary Ross in there. I get it. Matt Shaw does not play shortstop. Matt Shaw played shortstop in college. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, are you guys worried about the fact that, like, you know, I just think Dansby and Nico need a breather. And like you said, they're not doing it same day. I know that. So sit Dansby one day, put Nico at short, and put Pedro or Shaw at second. And then the other day, fine, Dansby plays short, and then you bench Nico. Just give these guys a break. Again, I still believe in all of them. I really, really do. I said it last night, and I'll reiterate again. I believe in all these players. I really do. They didn't all forget how to play baseball and how to hit a baseball. But right now they are in a collective funk, unless your name is Pete Crow-Armstrong, and it's just time to, like, shake it up a little bit. I was very disappointed today when I saw that the lineup was basically the same as last night. I thought that we were going to shake things up a little bit, and I thought maybe Pedro would get a start, and he didn't. But just, you got to do something, man, because the status quo is not working. We have to win tomorrow to be 500 against the Colorado Rockies in 2026.
The worst team in baseball.
It's insane. It's insane. You got to do something different because what we're doing is not working.
0 for 8 again with runners in scoring position. And frankly, they were bad at it yesterday too, even though they won the game.
Yeah.
I know we said yesterday, we're like, well, it's one of the two headlines of the season. And of course, we had another pitcher leave with another injury, and we have Palencia we could talk about later in the show. But how can you get hits but not with runners in scoring position? What is the problem?
It's mental. It's because, again, physically, none of these guys are hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, although I do want to put a spotlight on Nico Hoerner because we talked about it yesterday with Tony and Andrecki, and I don't care what the team doctors say.
Something's up.
Something is up, and maybe it's not a head injury. Maybe it's not a concussion. I'm sure our team doctors have checked everything, and I'm sure he's got a clean bill of health. But then it's psychological and it's mental. If you get hit in the head, I'm sorry, that's going to do something to you. And again, the stats are backing me up on this. If you go back before he got hit in the head with a baseball, he was on an MVP pace. We're like, oh my God, Nico Hoerner.
What a signing.
What a signing. Deal of a century. He gets hit in the head, and fine, maybe he smiled and he ran to first base. And I think Tony said that maybe a game or two later, he was actually okay. But from that point on, he's been god-awful. You can't tell me it's just the weirdest coincidence in the world that it just so happens that he forgot how to play baseball when the ball hit him in the head. Something is there, and maybe it's not physical, but then it's mental. More of a reason to give the poor guy a reset, man. Let him take a day or two to kind of, get his bearings back from under him. It's painful to watch non-Nico at bats because he's always been the most professional hitter, and I'm just not seeing what I normally see out of Nico right now.
I don't know. Bregman was up at the end of the game, and Sarah was over here working. She's like, "Is the game over?" I'm like, "Bregman's up. The game's over."
And what did he do? Pop up. Pop up.
Couldn't even get past the dirt.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's just I don't even know what to say about Nico's at bats anymore. I agree. Something happened. I don't know what it is. They don't want to admit it. They better look at it again, get his vision checked. Something's going on.
Yeah.
It's way too drastic after that point. I know what Tony said last night. Hey, he was good for a couple games. Yeah, and sometimes concussion symptoms aren't as drastic as you think they are.
Right.
And sometimes they come days afterwards. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, me neither.
But we've all heard that.
Yep.
And I don't know what's going on.
The stats are too specific to that moment, though. Before that moment and after that moment, you're talking about two completely different players. So how can you tell me that it wasn't that, whether it's mentally or physically? I want him to be
an awful big coincidence.
Right. I want him to be the best version of himself. I'm sure he wants that too. So we got to figure out what that is. And you can't keep sending him out there because it's just, you're not seeing Nico at bats. You're not.
Remember in spring training how Dansby went through a new off-season routine? Is like, you know what? I am going to change things up. I'm not going to stick to my normal routine, and I'm not going to be my normal. I'm going to do things different this season. I want him to go back to his old routine.
Right.
I want him to please go back to your old routine. And he got off to a decent start. He hit those early home runs, and you thought, well, maybe. Oof.
I do have a genuine question, and
Yes.
it could sound, I don't know how it sounds, but
Don't worry about it.
At this point, it doesn't matter. But is this a conversation where, yes, I understand the players are having slumps and highs and lows, and I understand that. And especially with Nico's situation, I get with the head thing and now his stats now. Is this something, though, where is it the medical staff we should be really frustrated with? Is it the pitching coaches, obviously, for all the injuries that are happening on the pitching end?
Yeah.
Is it weird or stupid to say that maybe we should be looking at the behind the scenes more, or maybe it is just the players and this is just baseball, or are they not being supported the way they should, or evaluated the way they should?
Everything's on the table. This is it's been so far a kind of a colossal fail this season. So I think that, Sarah, I wouldn't say no, because I think we have had a lot of injuries on the pitching side. Now, is that just coincidence? Possibly. But I will say, going back to last year and Kyle Tucker, and there's many instances of them not handling injuries correctly, whether it's diagnosis or how we're doing
Nico's arm.
Yeah, all that stuff, So ultimately, everything's on the table. I think that we should have a microscope on every facet, from coaching to managing to training staff to mental side of things. I mean, really, nothing is off limits because it's been a failure of a season so far.
I don't know that you can listen. I'm not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. I didn't do well at biology even. So I'm not going to say it's the training staff, but the Cubs have to be looking into why. Obviously around baseball, tons of pitchers are getting hurt. That's why they tried to stockpile pitchers in the offseason, right? They know it. But they've also been tinkering with guys' arm slots and spin, and all of those things are unnatural to the human body. Throwing 100 miles an hour with your shoulder, unnatural to the human body. The harder these guys throw, the more they're getting injured. Why do the Cubs have possibly, let's say Cabrera were to go on the injured list again after this hand cramp. Let's say it turned into something, right? He'd be the 10th pitcher on the injured list right now for the Cubs.
Crazy.
10.
Crazy.
So is it a crazy number? It is a crazy number. Why is it so bad on the Cubs? I don't have the answer. Why are they all slumping at the same time multiple years? I don't have the answer. The Cubs have to be racking their brains over it. Is it possible it's because you just don't have enough great players on the team that somebody can carry other guys through? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's something that Jed Hoyer has to figure out. Has to figure out about all of these players. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk more about Cabrera. We're going to talk about Palencia. We may even talk about the training staff thing. But tonight, the offense was just excruciating to watch. Just like brutal to watch. Let us know what you think in the live YouTube chat. I've already seen some great comments here in the CHGO Cubs YouTube chat. Keep them coming. We're going to read our super chats when we come back. The Cubs lose to the Rockies 5-2. A real bummer of a night at Wrigley Field. It's the CHGO Cubs podcast.
This Cubs season, we are finding that the season is very, very long, filled with many highs, and unfortunately a few oh, no, sorry. That was stupid.
At 2:20.
Okay. 2:20. This season, we are finding out that the baseball season is very, very, very long, filled with many highs and unfortunately a few lows, right?
Yep.
We need some more highs, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Our friends at Sunnyside Dispensary are here to elevate your baseball season. Sunnyside is your home for judgment-free shopping. They have a crazy selection with over 100 different strains to choose from, with easy online ordering and in-store pickup. Wherever you are in Illinois, Sunnyside has a location for you. If you're down south, we got you covered in Champaign. If you're up north, we got you in South Beloit and everything in between. Stop in the store nearest you for expert guidance from their staff. And if you're feeling a bit lazy or a bit, baseball hungover, if you will, head to their website for only the best under the sun, including 50% off your first 3 online purchases. Again, that's 50% off your first 3 online purchases. Enter promo code HICHGO at checkout to qualify. That's HICHGO, HICHGO at checkout to qualify. Sunnyside Dispensary, only the best under the sun, only for 21 plus or Illinois medical card holders.
Dear Friday, Toyota says, let's put the good times into gear with the Tacoma, the Tundra, the 4Runner. And if you want some cool available features, well, they've got that power tailgate available for game days to power up your game day. And the trailer backup guide, that's new. Oh, it makes you the champ of the ramp. Nobody likes the loser that doesn't know how to back up his trailer. He holds up the whole line.
Yep.
Toyota's got you covered. Heck, we might even cancel Mondays. It's so much fun. Toyota trucks, Toyota Let's Go Places. And let me tell you, the cars are great too. How do I know that, Justin?
I think because you are, what do you call it? The
Titan of Toyota.
The Titan of Toyota. I love
Just
it.
helped my mom get the Corolla crossover hybrid.
Oh.
Wow, everybody in her neighborhood, look at this. If you see a red blur.
Oh, really? It's her?
That's my mom. Red blur in a Corolla. We're back on the CHGO Cubs podcast. Sometimes we go 0 for 3.
Yeah, listen, you know
sometimes we go 0 for 4.
Yeah, it happens.
But it hasn't been 2 months long.
No,
It hasn't been 3 months.
This slump will be a one and done. One and done for our show, right? But you're talking about the offense and how really that's the problem tonight. And
it is.
It was,
2 runs, 2 innings, and nothing.
It started out so promising with another PCA leadoff home run. And really, he had 2 home runs in that one at bat because he crushed one that was foul that, left the ballpark, right? So, okay, whatever. And then, boom, he hits one out, and everyone's going crazy, and you feel good about it. And then you get that second run. Now, I will say, you and I, we need a clarification on the ground rules here because Miguel Amaya, he split the gap. And we both have grown up knowing, listen, if an outfielder reaches into the IV to go get a ball, it's a live ball no matter what. Mm-hmm. And with Miguel Amaya's situation, they stopped him at second and said it was a ground rule double. Craig Counsell came out to he wasn't mad, talking about it, conversating about it.
No.
He left he was satisfied with the answer. We're thinking, does Craig Counsell not know the rules? Because the Rockies outfielder clearly put his hand into the ivy and tried to find the ball before he put his hands up. That should have been an inside the park home run. And that should have been 3-0 versus 2-0. So is the game different at that point? Maybe, maybe not. But, I mean, taking runs off the board is a big problem. And I feel like the umpires got that one wrong.
Yeah, hopefully the chat can help us out with that. Whatever went on in that play, because every single game the home plate umpire talks to the two managers or whoever brings out the lineup card and go, all right, rules of the ballpark, if you put your hand in the ivy, ball's in play.
Right.
That's why they always teach the Cubs outfielders, you throw your hands in the air.
Yep, put them up.
Throw them in the air, and if the ball falls out, then you go get it. But at least you're safe that way.
Right.
He clearly reached into the ivy.
Yeah.
The ball dropped out. And okay, fine. If the umpires then called it and said, stop, and they have no choice, why wasn't Craig more angry?
Yeah, unless he didn't know the rules.
That seems impossible.
I agree with you.
There's got to be another explanation. But that was, to me, the definition of that. That's like the Wrigley rule.
It is. And it's very exclusive to Wrigley Field because of the ivy.
Correct.
And I'm thinking, like, at the very least, why didn't all 4 umpires get together and talk about that to, like, really get it right? It was really weird. And Craig Counsell walking back almost like he was satisfied with the answer really kind of bothered me as well, because you and I are like, he reached in. Like, Miguel should be an inside the park home run for that. But they didn't, and no one was even arguing about it. And unless you and I are just wrong on the rules, but
we're never wrong, Justin.
Agreed.
And
Agreed.
I see Channel 4 News saying they're a mediocre baseball team. Here come the excuses. No. Then what happened the rest of the game was the entire Cubs offense got lost in the ivy.
Yes.
They got sucked into the ivy like that bad Andre Dawson commercial where he was pulled out of the ivy the one time.
Yeah.
Like, they're invisible. Yes, that was a play that should have gone differently. I'm curious why the manager wasn't more angry.
Right.
There's got to be an explanation.
Yep.
Because if it's what I think it is, and it's just they were like, "Oh, sorry, it was too late. We told everybody to stop." How could the manager of the team not go crazy? Like, what do you mean?
I agree.
You're the ones that told us just minutes ago what to do if the ball goes in the ivy, what the rule is.
Yeah. I'm with you. And Erica Lang says we would have lost anyway. And you're probably right.
Yes.
But you also just don't know. 3-0 is different than 2-0. I'm sorry, it is. So, does it change the vibe of the game? Possibly. Would they have lost anyways? Probably. But at the end of the day, you don't want to take runs off the board. And that was a play that the umpires got wrong, in our opinion. And we're surprised that Counsell didn't put up more of a fight, because that really should have been an inside the park home run the second the outfielder reached into the ivy to try to get the ball.
Gary says Craig is only angry when fans challenge why is Dansby in the lineup. And Steven says, I'm curious why Craig Counsell is still employed. Well, as for Gary's thing, I will say this. He looked irritated at best when Edward Cabrera had to come out and get him because of a hand cramp. I thought it was going to be the blister again. I saw him pointing to his hand. I'm like, oh, man, Counsell can't believe it's the blister again.
Yeah.
And that the blister is timing out with, wow, he was great. First 2 innings, first 3 innings, great. And then all of a sudden, not great. My hand hurts.
It's weird. And, I mean, he wasn't just great. He was 9 up, 9 down in the first 3 innings. So he was great. And then, when it unraveled, now it's the blister. It wasn't the blister we thought it was, but it's a hand cramp. And, man, to come out of the game because of a hand cramp, it's like, can't you just rub it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can't you give him a banana and rub it and just go back out there and pitch? But, it was frustrating because if you know anything about me, I like Edward Cabrera. I actually love the trade for him. I thought he had a very high ceiling. He's been disappointing. I give you guys that. He's been very disappointing. But he had a really good start, or a good start last time out in Colorado. And I was hoping he was going to build on that tonight. And for 3 innings, he looked good. And then he really let it all unravel in that 4th inning and then leaves because of another injury. It's like, or a hand cramp, or however you want to categorize it. It was very disappointing when I wanted Cabrera to really take a step in the right direction. He did not.
Yeah, I see the Godmother Barb on there talking about cramping is usually dehydration. Right. Big Z did used to get it.
Yeah.
And it's inexcusable. You're a professional athlete. You have one job. Be ready to play the game. And if that means drinking water all day before you start, then you drink water all day before you start. Tennis players, it happens, but it usually happens in like a 4-hour match where they're running and it's 100 degrees. It wasn't even hot outside tonight.
And he could drink between innings. Drink.
If it's not enough potassium, eat 4 bananas in the afternoon of the day you pitch. It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have faith in Cabrera.
Yeah, you don't like him. Yeah.
I just don't. People kept telling me he's got great stuff, and I'd seen it, but he's never put it together. And now I'm starting to think I see why he's never put it together. Mm-hmm. I was texting with a friend. They said, I don't know if he's got that dog in him. You're telling me I don't think he's got that dog in him. It doesn't feel like it. I haven't seen that pitcher yet. Maybe once at the very beginning of the season where I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, he went 5 innings. He gave up like 4 runs again. What happened to the guy that people were saying was going to be in the Cy Young conversation?
Yeah.
What happened to the guy that we were like, boy, I don't know. I think it's Cade Horton that's going to be in the Cy Young conversation. No. It's going to be Cabrera. Think about it. They finally got their 1-2 punch. Are they going to have the best 1-2 punch in the division? Cade Horton, not his fault.
Right.
And I know people are going to say hand cramp and blisters are injuries too. When he's been healthy, he hasn't been impressive. He was healthy early in the game. He was fine. He's been nothing but average. Average at best, and they desperately need him to be more. And every time you think he's going to take a step forward, because his first game back from the blister was a train wreck.
Yes.
The second game back, we said, well, it wasn't a great game, but it was good-ish. It was better. And then we said, well, yeah, but I don't want these 3-run games that he had 5 in a row before the injury. I want him to give me 1 run. I want him to give me no runs. I want him to give me 6 shutout innings, 7 shutout innings. And then he came out and delivered this tonight. And we had to use the bullpen, and poor Raleigh Pop's coming in and throwing. I mean, I didn't even know who the guy was before the season. He pitches every night.
Right.
How can you expect him to be dependable when we have to pitch him all the time?
Mm-hmm. No, Cabrera, listen, going back to that trade, I was all about it because,
Me
again,
too.
the stuff was sky high. The talent, the ceiling's sky high. The stuff's really, really good. Coming over to a team that we thought was going to be a top contender with gold glove defense all around him, you just kind of thought he was going to take that next step. You know, he had commented early on, because he looked good his first few starts. He had commented on, or someone commented about how, I think it was actually him, that it was the biggest crowd he's ever played for at Wrigley Field. So you thought, okay, maybe this guy is going to take it to the next level now that he kind of has something to play for. And it's been disappointing. There's no doubt. I mean, I cannot stick up for him anymore. It's been disappointing. The stuff is still there, you know, and again, you went 9 up, 9 down today. But then when it unraveled fast. And then the whole, it's an injury. It's like, okay, like, you know, some people in the chat are saying that they think he's soft and those kind of things. Like, there are players out there that, you know, when the going gets tough, they back down. You know, I don't want to believe that's who he is. And mind you, he still has, you know, over 2.5 seasons with us contractually. So I'm really hoping to get the guy I thought we were going to get. But up until now, he has not been that guy. And with all the injuries on our staff, he does now more than ever need to be that guy. And it just hasn't worked out yet.
And it's not about Casey. I was totally for trading Owen Casey to get a frontline starter.
Yep.
The problem is he doesn't look like a frontline starter right now. He's not pitching like a frontline starter. He's pitching like, I was trying to think during the game. Let's say it was tomorrow's game, and you got to win this game against the Rockies because you can't lose another series to the Rockies, and you're at home. Who do you want on the mound? Well, we all want Ben Brown. He's not going to be on the mound. The ass man's on the mound. All right, I actually feel better with Assad on the mound than I do Cabrera. I feel better with Colin Ray on the mound than I do with Cabrera.
Ooh, that's
I feel better with Shota on the mound than I do with Cabrera.
I'm with you on that one.
And I might at times feel better with Tyone on the mound than I do with Cabrera. This guy we thought was going to be a 1 or a 2. He has not delivered. And he's got season left. But I'm starting to inch towards the idea that if the Cubs had to trade at the deadline and somebody was calling about him, I'd listen.
Yeah,
I'd listen because my sample size is small, but I don't like the sample size a whole lot.
But it's kind of the same theory that you've had about like other guys in AAA. He's got to play good in order to be even tradable, right?
That's it. That's right. Yeah.
So it's like you need him to be the Cabrera we thought we were going to get. But that being said, we want to keep that guy.
Sure.
But also, if he's that guy, other teams are going to want him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, right now, they're all seeing what we're seeing. The silver lining here is that his right hand cramp, he should not miss any starts. Like, he should be on the bump.
At least it's not the elbow.
It's not the elbow. Not a blister. Even a blister is very bad for a pitcher, as you guys saw. So, ultimately, like, this shouldn't have him miss any starts. But, like, come on, dude. The starts got to be better. They just have to be better starting next start.
Yes, ERA is almost 5. All right, we'll talk more about pitching problems, even though that wasn't necessarily the main focus tonight. But before the game, it sure was. It's the CHGO Cubs podcast.
Nothing screams Chicago more than super, super hot weather one day and vicious storms the next day. And that's kind of what we're getting today, tomorrow. We'll see how the rest of the week plays out. But summertime shy is a real thing, and it's here. And right now at Bet365, it's the perfect time to prepare for Chicago's perfect season thanks to their bet $10 and get $150 in bonus bets deal. All you have to do is sign up and make your first $10 bet, and Bet365 will throw you $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the app and use code CHGO365. Have you heard about MLB Early Payout? Bet365 is offering their 5-run early payout. Whenever team you're riding goes up 5 runs at any point in the game, they'll pay your bet out right then and there. It's as simple as that. They can't stop the dreaded bullpens from ruining your day, but they can help you from stop ruining your bets. Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the app and use code CHGO365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
Whether your AC is stopped or it's just completely dead, or like mine, it's making a funny noise, or maybe you got a clogged drain, or you're trying to put in an extra outlet in the house, Four Seasons has you covered. They're available 24/7 for emergency service. No extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Over 30,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating. Excuse me, from the Better Business Bureau. Summer's here.
Yeah.
Your AC's got to work. Trust me. So call Four Seasons now. Get a complete AC tune-up for $89.95, backed by a 1-year, no breakdown guarantee, limited time offer, not going to last forever, so schedule it now. And during their spring savings event, Four Seasons is offering up to 72 months interest-free financing right now, along with up to $4,000 in rebates if you need a whole new system. Big to know. All the right reasons. Call 866-4SEASONS. That's 866-4SEASONS. Or fourseasonsheatingcooling.com for all their money-saving coupons. Back on the CHGO Cubs podcast presented by Bet365. Winning is everything. And Toyota, let's go places. We are live in the Xfinity Loft after a 5-2 loss to the Rockies at Wrigley Field. Disappointing. The Cubs had a 2-0 lead, 5 straight by the Rockies. Cubs never scored again in the game. And here we are. We do have a good watch party for you coming up, though, huh? We got soccer on Friday, or it's like some say around the world, football.
Football.
Team USA against Australia, and we will be hanging out with Buchanan's, Casamigos, and Don Julio 1942. Samples, baby. Samples. Where?
Bob City.
Bob City.
Love
good
that place. Yeah.
Good food, good spirits, and, of course, Casamigos. 2 flavors.
What are they? Remember?
Spicy and lime.
Classic lime.
Classic lime.
Yeah.
Of course, I go spicy because
you're the spice man.
you can't spell spicy without the S from Stuckmeyer.
There you go. There you go. Exactly.
Or the Y. Anyways, we want you to come out and join us for that. We have some Toyota Super Chats to get to. Let's get to those because I know you've been waiting. Calvin McCrae says, Luke, officially a losing record for that easy 15-game stretch. White flag? Joey, it's getting safer and safer to say guys have forgotten how to hit. Calvin.
Come on, for the record, Joey's not here. He's
not.
He's calling out Joey.
That's right. Calvin.
Is it over?
Tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's the day. Lose again tomorrow, the flag is out.
All right.
They've postponed it by a day because PCA's been playing well, and I say, well, you never know. Listen, it's in my pocket.
Okay.
And I'm ready to throw it in.
Okay.
I'm like Mick for when Rocky's getting beat up, and Mick's thinking about throwing the flag. I'm thinking about throwing it in, throwing in the towel.
You know what's sad, though, is that like we have to win tomorrow just to be 500 against the Rockies all season long.
That's it. They're scratching and clawing to win last night's game, and they're scratching and clawing to try and get back into today's game. You're playing a garbage team who's not even trying to win.
Can I give you just really fast different perspective? Here's where I'm at. I'm not happy about tonight. Here's where I'm at. You can't make up for the past month of disappointments. You can't do that in one game, right? If you just kind of do more of a recent thing, they won the series in San Francisco, and if you win tomorrow, you win this series, right? So you win tomorrow, you win 2 series in a row, and now you try to go win a third. That's kind of all you can do at this point. You know, we can't. One game's not going to make up for this past atrocious month, but if you do win tomorrow, you will have won 2 series in a row. Bring in the struggling Blue Jays and try to win a third series in a row. Again, you got to just stack series wins. That's where I'm at in my head.
No, because, Justin, a good team wins 5 out of 6 against the Giants and Rockies. These are 2 bad teams, and you may not even finish 500 against them.
That's why tomorrow's got to win.
I mean,
you got to win.
It doesn't look good. More Toyota Super Chats. I think our guy Lobster was in there. Mm-hmm. There he is. Lobster Bobster 1, 1999. Again, see, when he gets upset, he holds back the last penny. Always. He holds back on the $20 and he says, this is only for $19.99.
I like it.
Hope Jed and Craig really enjoyed the defense tonight. This is beyond a slump. The season, for all intents and purposes, is over. Send Pete and Ben to an AL team with a great farm system and get as much as you can. Just awful. So, I'm not going that far. Like, those are the only 2 things I can hang my hat on right now.
Those are your all-stars. Like, the only all-stars we have are PCA and Ben Brown.
They're young.
But Lobster Bobster is referring to Jed Hoyer's media address today, where he was asked if Dansby Swanson's at a point of, like, benching him. Mm-hmm. And Jed kind of danced around a little bit, but, like, I built this team on run prevention, and Dansby Swanson's still a major part of that run prevention, which he's not wrong about that. But when you get to, like, being the worst batting average in all of baseball among qualified hitters, you kind of got to start looking at, like, well, how much worse would we be if Nico was playing short and, let's say, Pedro Ramirez was playing second or Matt Shaw? But then you also got to look at the fact that Nico Horner is batting horrible. Like,
yes.
It's just kind of like a vicious circle that we can't get out of.
Well, let's bring back Andrelton Simmons and Rivas over at first base. They were great defensively, too.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. By the way, you also gave up 5 runs to the Rockies.
Yeah.
So, defense and pitching, 5 runs to the Rockies. Steven Tokyo, for $2, this team sucks.
Easy peasy.
Well, there's the easiest quote of the night.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the way a lot of Cubs fans are feeling right now. Here's what I would say. They are frustrating to watch right now. It is an absolute grind watching the Cubs try to snap their way out of this.
Yeah.
I know the players are going through it. I know the organization is going through it, but let me tell you, I'm well aware that the fans are going through it because you see it, you hear it, and you feel it in the city right now.
Oh, yeah.
The Cubs are tough to watch. PCA is one of the few likable things, and he's totally unlikable to the rest of the country. So much so that he's 14th in the voting.
It's crazy. That's a tragedy.
Right? Like, it's all crazy. Listen, and then the bad news before the game. Just when you say to yourself, nothing else can go wrong, right? That's before we get the hand cramp today. Mm-hmm. Last night, Palencia was on the mound, and I said to you, wow, he's sweating. He is sweating profusely. It's not that hot out. Like, he just started throwing. He looks like he's kind of ill. I thought he was ill.
Yeah.
I thought he had the flu last night. And so Craig Counsell saw something. The trainer comes out, and they go to talk to him. And the translator's out there, too, and they're saying, nope, no, it's all good. I'm good. And then Craig asked him, it looked like a second and third time, are you sure? Are you sure you're good? You're 100% sure you're good? Yep. Well, he's so good that today he's on the IL with elbow inflammation. I'm mad at two things.
After he struck out the side, by the way.
That's right. But I'm mad about two things. Number one, Palencia, you cannot lie. You cannot lie to your manager in that case.
Yeah.
No matter how much you want to be in the game and be the tough guy for your team, you cannot. There are 9 pitchers on the injured list right now. Mm-hmm. You just came back from an injury. You're one of 2 people we can trust in the entire bullpen.
Yep.
You cannot go on the injured list again, so you can't lie to your manager. You have to know that. And at the same time, Counsell has to know that the guy's lying.
Right.
You can't take him at his word. You have to be like, no, man, I saw it. I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
And now the next time that happens, that he goes out and sees something in Palencia, Craig Counsell's got to pull him every time because he can never trust Palencia again. Never.
No, you're not wrong. And also, I mean, it came out that Counsell said that Palencia didn't feel right after his last outing in San Francisco.
Yes, it goes back another inning, another game.
So, there was something going on, and then Counsell saw what he saw, and, Palencia convinced him otherwise. I will say it is crazy that he struck out the side, though, after feeling some whatever he felt in his arm.
Well, he toughed it out. I'm not saying the guy didn't tough it out.
Right.
My point is, you can't tough it out when there are 9 guys injured and you're too valuable to that bullpen. Get out of the game.
I'm just going to say one thing, and I wish Joey was here because Joey said it as it was happening, and I kind of pushed back a little bit. My Chicago Cubs will never again, ever play in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
It has been a colossal fail. Seiya Suzuki bangs up his knee, right? Tyone's been hurt a couple times this year. Who else? Palencia right now hasn't, he's been on the IL already. This is the second time, right, this year?
Yeah.
I mean, there's another one I'm forgetting, but yeah, Matthew Boyd. Like, never again will my Cubs play for the WBC, and I hope Jed Hoyer is listening and Tom Ricketts as well, because is it coincidence? I don't know, but how about better safe than sorry? And let's keep our guys healthy for when it matters, and that's during this season. And unfortunately now, 4 of those guys have been hurt, and they all played in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, I agree. In the chat, the manager's got to protect the players from themselves. Now, if he's never done anything to make him doubt his word, that's one thing. But if you already knew the guy wasn't feeling great in his last outing, and then you thought you saw something on the mound,
Right.
you got to say, you know what, we're going to be extra cautious here. I got to take you out. So I blame both of them on this. Joe in Orland Park, a $9.99 super chat. This fish rots from the head down, and after what Jed said today about prioritizing defense over offense, this season is circling the drain. And Gary pointing out that AAA's got a lot of issues. So that goes, injury issues. That goes to what Sarah's saying.
Yeah.
What is going on medically with this team or training-wise with this team that so many guys are getting injured? Not only are they injured, then they're not playing well on top of it. And you mentioned it goes back to Tucker, but yeah, we had Dansby who couldn't hit 2 years ago, and then it was his knee after the season. Then it was Nico, and it turned out he needed elbow surgery, and we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I don't want to find out about that stuff after the season. It's all great to try and be the tough guy and want to play all the games. We love those types of players. But when you're hurting the team, then it's no good. I don't know if that's the case with any of the guys right now. All I know is that Bregman, Dansby, Nico, sometimes Seiya, at least he had 2 hits tonight, but Seiya, they can't hit.
Yeah, you're right. It's funny. I always forget his FL00 Bears. He put a capital L now.
I still don't know what it means.
I don't either.
Florida
But
Bears?
He did capitalize the L, so now we know it's FL00 Bears. Says it's funny because we were talking about Cabrera one of your friends had said he don't have that dog in him.
Yeah.
You know? Well, Palencia has that dog in him, right?
Yeah.
He didn't want to come out of the game.
It's the opposite.
He struck out the side, but maybe it wasn't as smart as he should have been because he got to tell his manager, like, hey, yeah, my arm's feeling kind of funky. But you got to, like, drag Palencia out of there. Where Cabrera, things go wrong. It's like, oh, my cramp.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to play both sides of it.
Right.
I'm not necessarily mad at the hand cramp, and I don't know that whether or not Craig is. He just looked frustrated with the situation. Yeah. What I'm mad with is that it just wasn't another good start.
Yeah.
It just wasn't another good start.
The fourth inning was not good, absolutely.
So that's my problem with that. All right. We'll talk about the ass man coming up. We'll talk more about this loss and what tomorrow's game means to this Cubs group next on the CHGO Cubs podcast. New vehicles in store at Ray Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And it's a great time to score a great deal at their Make This the Summer event. Head to Ray CDJR on Route 12 to choose from their huge inventory of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. Right now, you can get up to $14,000 off MSRP plus 2.9% financing for 72 months on new 2026 1500 Crew Cab from Ram. I mean, that is a vehicle right there. Plus, since they prioritize affordability, you know you're going to get a great deal. And one of the best-selling dealers in the area, you also know the price is going to be spectacular. And with Ray's Price Promise, the price you see is the price you pay. No add-ons, no hidden fees. It's what you see, that's what you pay. For more information, visit Ray CDJR today on Route 12 in Fox Lake or online, raycdjr.com. Serving the community since 1963. Wow. They are the best. Ray, baby, we love you.
Football is here.
Hey.
Or we'd say soccer is here, right?
Yeah.
Bring your friends, your fans, your frenemies together, one Casamigos Marg at a time. No matter who you're supporting this year, say cheers with a Casamigos Margarita. Pair your World Cup watch party food with a delicious, new, ready-to-enjoy Casamigos Margarita made with the best simple ingredients. Blanco, tequila, lime juice, and natural flavors. They're sure to rival any of your favorite hangout spots. Uncork, pour over ice, and garnish with lime. Just 110 calories per serving with real juice. 2 flavors is all you need. Classic lime and spicy like the Stuckmeyer over here. Be on the lookout for USMNT watch parties this summer. We'll have samples and prizes for all those in attendance. How about this Friday? Bub City versus Australia. And then you got next week, Joe's on Weed, June 25th versus Turkey. Whether you're at your favorite spot or stocking up for home, make it Casamigos. Visit allchgo.com/events to RSVP for any or all of our USMNT watch parties. Go, go, go.
Spice it up. Back on the CHGO Cubs podcast presented by Bet365. Winning is everything. And Toyota. Let's go places. We are live in the Xfinity Loft as always. All right. We'll be positive for a second. Let's put on our rose-colored glasses. The future is bright. Presented by our friends at Shady Rays. Make sure you go to shadyrays.com. Use the code CHGO at checkout. CHGOSR at checkout. 50% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses. Here's a bright spot. We saw Justin Steele today.
Yeah, look good.
And he gave the same statement that he said, he's going to be around the team for the next 3 weeks. He's trying to get better. He's had surgery. Obviously, he had the setback. And he said, listen, my goal is still the same. It's been very frustrating, but I still want to pitch in meaningful games this year. That's my goal. And here's this is now me talking. Here's what has to happen. He's got to keep grinding. His body's got to agree with him. Mm-hmm. And then the Cubs need to start winning some games so that by the time he does get better, he can pitch in meaningful games.
Yeah.
Like the Cubs are going to have to hold up their end of the bargain. He's putting in all this work, going through the ups and downs of a rehab, which must be outrageously frustrating. And let's just hope that the Cubs can figure this out. Offensively, pitching-wise, base running-wise, all of it, because I want him to pitch in meaningful games too.
And
he deserves it.
Guys, as dark as it's been and as sad as it's been and as depressed as we are and as frustrated as we are, and don't laugh at me for saying this, but this is the truth. We are 1 game out of the wild card. And I know we want the division. I still am not giving up on the division, but there is still a great, great chance for us to play meaningful baseball the rest of this year and in October because we are a game out of the wild card, as bad as things have been. And I want to say one more time, just for the people just tuning in right now, that you cannot do away with the past month of horrible baseball. You can't change it tomorrow. But if you do win tomorrow, you will now have won 2 series in a row, and you try to win a third over the weekend. You know, that's all you can really do right now. So the fact that we've been playing as bad as we've been doing, and we're not at the bottom of the National League, and we're still in a wild card race, and there's still a lot of time left to even jump back in the Central race, like, it's not all doom and gloom. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm with you. Tomorrow, if they lose, I'm embarrassed. And I'm like, oh, like, you cannot split the season series with the Colorado Rockies in 2026. But you win tomorrow. You have won 2 series in a row. Keep the momentum building and keep it going. You got PCA, who's on just a freaking scorcher right now. And you just got to hope that the rest of the team picks it up. But it's not all doom and gloom, even though it does feel like that.
Now, 2 of my favorites have transgressed against me. Gary and Ron. How could you put words in my mouth?
Uh-oh, what did I say?
How could you? Yay, oh yay, he's the savior. He's mid-August. He's supposed to be the guy. 1.5. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's saving anything. I want him to pitch in meaningful games for Justin Steele. Mm-hmm. Justin Steele, after all of this hard work and pain that he has gone through, I want him to pitch in meaningful games. Do I believe this Cubs team is going to turn it around and be a big force in the playoffs? I do not. But I would love to see Justin Steele somehow get an opportunity to pitch in games that mattered when it's time to see if the Cubs will finally get there at the end. Right. I want the Cubs to win enough games so that Steele can pitch in something that's meaningful this year and feel like it wasn't all for nothing. Do I think he's the savior? Am I counting on him to come back and be a Cy Young? Am I counting on none of it?
Right.
I just want the person to be rewarded for his hard work away from the team. That's all I want.
You're not wrong. And I think that there is a path to get there. And again, that's winning series. You know, you win tomorrow, you won 2 series in a row. You win the series against the Blue Jays, who are not playing great baseball. That could be 3 in a row. And my point is that you keep stacking series and you get to a point where force Jed Hoyer to give you help at the deadline. Force Jed Hoyer to jump the deadline and get you a starter right now. You know, the second part of our segment here is Matthew Boyd had an up and down bullpen today. You know, sit up, sit down, kind of get you kind of game activated, if you will. Apparently he's going on another rehab assignment. Like, he's out there coming back to give you help. Like, help is on the way internally, hopefully through a trade deadline situation, if we play good enough ball to warrant that. And then, Luke, to your ultimate point, and at that point, you hope that Justin Steele gets to pitch in meaningful games for him and for our team.
Sure.
But you gotta start winning. You gotta start and keep winning series to get to that point.
I think it's going to be really difficult. That's just something I would like to see that would positive that could come out of the season would be for Steele to be rewarded to pitch in games that mattered.
Yeah.
Not coming back to just show that he can pitch in September and the game doesn't mean something. I would like him to have some sort of meaning to it.
One more thing I'll say really fast, too, is that when the news came out about Steele, the last update we got, I had said on this show, I don't think he's pitching again this year. I just don't.
No, I think that's the most likely scenario, but for him, I want to stay
for sure
hopeful.
I don't think that he's pitching this year, but you know what? If he does, that would be a very welcome surprise for the human, because I love Steele. I love his fire. And you're right. He needs to be rewarded for all this hard work. And I hope we can get to that point.
Ron's saying trade deadline not even on his mind right now, according to Jed. Lame duck GM. He's thinking about it. He's got to be thinking about it. He just doesn't want to give it away. Now, other guys that we've talked about with injuries, Jackson Wiggins has been hurt a lot. He's been throwing a little bit. I saw Gary mention Ethan Conrad, the number 1 pick of 2025 for the Cubs. He's had back problems.
Yeah.
And they're hoping that he's finally going to get some sort of action soon to where he can start building up and then maybe get a second half.
Yeah.
They're hoping, but that's been disappointing. And when I think about Ethan Conrad or whoever it might be, those are all guys that if you were actually a realistic, you're going from a team that was a win away from going to the NLCS. Mm-hmm. And so when we went into this season optimistic and people were throwing around 92 wins, 93 wins, 90 wins, all of us on this panel.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily look like that anymore. Those were the types of players that you were thinking you might have to part with. But if you could get Joe Ryan, I would trade somebody like that. Right now, all of those guys are hurt. Very few are performing at a very high level if they are playing. Like the kid that's is he in South Bend now? That everybody's talking about. He's playing like a number one. It starts with an H. I can't even think of his name.
Johia or something like that. Isn't it like
Somebody in the chat tell me. It starts. The last name starts with an H. I can't think about it. But he's been off to a great start. He's a 6th round pick. Anyways, Conrad's the type of player teams are going to want, right?
Yeah.
And you just want all those guys. It's why you want Alcantara to be playing well at Iowa. It's why whoever goes down there, whether it's Mo Ball or whoever. Josiah Hartshorn.
Yeah.
Yes. You want all those guys playing well.
You want Pedro Ramirez to play well. You never know.
Yes. But right now, I don't know what's going on with this team. They can't hit and they can't pitch. But hopefully, the answer is once again for this 3rd straight game, the ass man.
Yeah, baby. And honestly, it's a really important game.
He can't hit, unfortunately.
Apparently, it's the game that comes down to Luke Stuckmeyer's white towel or no white towel.
Yes.
White flag or no white flag.
White flag or no white flag.
Like, tomorrow is a very important game for both of us, I feel like, because if they win, they've won 2 series in a row, and you keep them moving. For Luke, if you win, he's not throwing in the towel. That's a very important game on June 17th tomorrow. It's a big game.
Yeah. And Sarah, I was going to say, I won't even need to wave a white flag. I'm looking at the screen. Look at how white my arms are. I could just wave my arms and they could be the white flag.
Well, I was going to say people, our fans and our lovely listeners will have a chance to watch you either put the flag away or wave the flag.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can't put the flag away for good. This team is...
It's because our Wednesday watch along.
Yes.
So we're gonna get your live reaction
weather
no
permitting.
matter what. Yeah, weather permitting.
That was a great segue, by the way.
Weather
great segue,
permitting.
Sarah.
It's not my first show.
So tomorrow in the 7th inning, we are going to be doing a live watch along, me and Luke, and it's a lot of fun because you know what, the Cubs didn't pull it out today, but like majority of their last home wins have been walk-offs. So how cool would it be? How fitting would it be on our Wednesday watch along that it's another walk-off? But either way, 7th inning, we put a link out. We watch it with you guys for 3 full innings, and then we have a new link for a live post-game show after hopefully the Cubs win, so Luke can still be here for the season.
And if it does get rained out in any way, we will still be here. We will have a 1-hour show no matter what. Yep. So obviously
we'll put it out on Twitter whenever we're going to do it.
Follow us on Twitter. We'll keep everyone updated.
FL wants us to bring back the Rally Rat.
I'm down for anything.
To turn around.
Whatever works.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
Those were good times.
Hey, we should mention the golf tournament. We got the golf tournament coming up at the end of the month. It's when we team up with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Chicago, the great big CHGO Scramble coming up on the 26th of June. That is a Friday. It is at White Deer Run Golf Course. All the details at allchgo.com. Look under events. There's a 9 a.m. shotgun start. As you can see from the photos, Braggs will be there looking like Braggs.
In his shirt.
We
love that shirt. You got to have confidence. Braggs. You know what? The kind of confidence that Braggs has to wear that shirt is the kind of confidence that Bregman needs, that Nico needs, that Dansby needs, that all those guys need. Ian Happ, when they're at the plate, they need the Greg Braggs Jr. confidence to wear that shirt in the batter's box.
Now, Sarah, you've told me you make great brownies.
I do.
Oh,
I'm a good baker.
I'm just saying. Sometimes sweets break it out.
Oh, I see where you're going.
I will say it is a weirdly, I don't know what it is, but every time we have sweet treats in here, the Cubs win. Every time we have rally cakes, every time we have rally cookies, rally brownies.
I don't want to wave the white flag. I don't want to put on 15 pounds, but if I have to do one, I'll put on the 15 pounds.
You see what he's hinting at here, though, Sarah? What he's hinting for you to do?
I mean, I have time tomorrow.
I'm not asking you to do anything, Sarah. I would never do that.
I'm just saying,
I just heard that you make a great brownie.
How about this? After the show, Sarah, you and I will talk. If you want to bake brownies, great. If not, I'm going to go buy some treats because
I think we
do need it tomorrow.
Seriously.
We need something tomorrow. We do.
Yeah.
I need something I'll be honest, to just get me through the game. That's how it's been the last few games. Just get me through this series. Thanks to everybody for joining, even if you were angry tonight, on the live YouTube chat here at the all-new CHGO Cubs YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll join us tomorrow for the Wednesday watch-along.
Yes.
Thanks for checking out the CHGO Cubs podcast. Cubs lose 5-2. We are sponsored, as always, by Bet365, where winning is everything at Toyota Let's Go Places. Thanks to Xfinity for the sweet loft that we sit in. Until tomorrow, enjoy your sunny side and fly the W.
We all silly like the mayor.